Good evening, dear students. As I noticed, nobody has entered for the video conference. So as our topic tonight was e-learning and you were supposed to talk about it as a discussion between students, I'm going to, show you some information I found on the internet about the advantages and disadvantages of e-learning. So let me check if I share with you my screen. Just a moment. All right, I guess you're watching the presentation. Espero puedan estar viendo la presentación, ya que ninguno ingresó a participar en la videoconferencia. Como un plan B, preparé esta información para ustedes sobre e-learning, que es nuestro tema de esta noche. E-learning es educación virtual, precisamente en el método que ustedes están estudiando en la Uniminuto, educación virtual. So, e-learning, right? For e-learning, en la internet encontré en optimalsourcing.com some advantages and disadvantages of it. Advantages, so it means like good points of e-learning. And disadvantages are like problems, drawbacks, or bad points of e-learning. So in the advantages we have more flexible, mobile, no travel, lower cost, tailored to you, technological possibilities, and global. For the disadvantages, we have lack of control, learning approach, isolated, technology issues, computer competency. So one by one, we are going to check the advantages and disadvantages proposed by me. Well, let's start with the advantages. Iniciamos con las ventajas de la educación virtual o e-learning. More flexible. E-learning can be done in short chunks of time. In that way, you can organize it around your daily schedule. It means that if you want to do all of the learning in one day as you work better this way, you can. In summary, like more flexible means that you can control your time. You can do activities in one day or in 2 days or one piece of information every day as you want. You can organize your daily schedule. Mobile. As e-learning can be done on laptops, tablets, and phones, it is a very mobile method. Learning can be done on the bus, on a plane, or any other time that could normally be wasted, even at home when you have some free time. That's it. Mobile. You take it wherever you want. Móvil. Lo llevas donde quieras y como quieras. Teléfonos, tabletas, computadores portátiles, etc. No travel. As just mentioned, e-learning can be done wherever you have a device capable of doing so. Phones, tablets, laptops, etc. So you save money on the cost of travel. Of course, you don't have to travel to university every morning or every night of the week. At Uniminuto, for example, you just have to go to university tutorials on Saturdays. So you don't have to travel every day, just one day per week. Technological possibilities. E-learning is fast, becoming a more and more popular method, and the computer-based nature of training means new technology is being introduced all the time to help with the learning. That's it. Every day there are any technological appliances, devices, web pages, software programs, and so on that help you in the process of learning. So technology is your best friend. Lower cost. As you aren't using a trainer's time or any room or equipment, e-learning tends to be the much cheaper option. You don't pay for tutoring, private teachers, or special equipment. You only need an internet connection and a computer or a Wi-Fi device and your cell phone. That's it. Tailor it to you. If you feel you already know a particular area or topic and don't need to spend an hour on it again, then you can skim over it and pass to exercises or tests. Everyone is able to learn at their own pace, a massive factor that only e-learning can provide for. That's it. In regular classroom classes, you can't control the information. You just have to sit and be there in front of the teacher. If you learn a topic that is new for you, perfect. But if you are studying a topic that you already know, well, you will feel like you are not using your time in a good way, but repeating and repeating information. Tailor it to you, it means that you can control information you study. If you already know the information, you just pass to exercises or tests. Global. With very few restrictions, companies can be confident that their staff can receive the same content regardless of their location, and in many cases, their nationality. Therefore, e-learning is a useful way of ensuring this happens with ease and reduced cost. It means, for example, if you are working in a company and you have to take a training or what we call capacitación online, it is not a problem because if the company pays for the training and it's an e-learning process, you can do it at your city, at your home, or at your workplace. Well, some disadvantages, some problems or bad points of e-learning. Lack of control. A lack of routine or fixed schedule can mean e-learning becomes complicated with various deadlines often given to different people at different stages of their learning. That's it. Organizing and controlling time is sometimes difficult for some people, so it is not for everybody. Learning approach. It is still a challenge to make e-learning appeal fully to these groups as different people learn better or worse using different styles. Some people may prefer images, some prefer just reading words, and some others prefer to talk about or actually do a task in order to learn. So the approach is different, and many people study and learn in different styles. Isolated. A lot of questions are a lot easily answered when face to face with someone when you can guarantee an instant answer. E-learning often doesn't allow that with trainers often having to answer numerous questions all of the time and only doing it within working hours, where a lot of learners may prefer to do their learning out of working hours. This feeling of isolation can often demotivate individuals, it means students, as they feel they don't have the support of reassurance that the physical presence of trainer provides. For example, when you want an instant answer to your problem and you send messages and messages to your virtual trainer tutors. If we work during work hours from 7 to 6 in the afternoon and you like studying at night, perhaps you will receive the answer the next day. That's it. Algunas veces nos sentimos aislados. Las horas de trabajo del tutor y las horas del trabajo del estudiante varían. Son diferentes. La conexión no es instantánea. So, that might be a disadvantage. Technological issues. Uh-oh, I know this one. With heavy reliance on computers that e-learning brings, comes the potential risks that comes with it. Some e-learning tools require software such as Flash that devices like iPads don't support. So all requirements need to be set out at the beginning. That's it. Some people have computers with problems using Flash or other Java programs. So that could be a technological problem. If I have a Mac computer, that will be a problem if I don't have the software I need to use the platform or do the exercises with the proper programs. Computer competency. Well, I guess you don't have that problem. You are in English 3. Some people might not be too comfortable using computers, especially if their jobs don't require them to. Therefore, even if the software is user-friendly, the very idea of using the software can be demotivating for some people. There are some people who have problems using computers because they don't know how to use all the different options. Ahí tenemos que también entrenarnos en la competencia para manejar todos los equipos y las herramientas que proveen las plataformas. So, think about it. Why did you select an e-learning method for a university study? What do you like about e-learning? What don't you like about e-learning? How do you feel with an e-learning method? Do you recommend e-learning? Well, these are some questions we had for tonight's video conference. But as you couldn't be with me at this time tonight, well, I just let you those questions for you to think about them in the future. I would like that you watch the video, that think about the different advantages and disadvantages of e-learning, and that you can, well, participate in future video conferences with me. Since we don't have a classroom like face-to-face activity, I would like that we use a little bit more video conferences. Espero puedan participar en futuras videoconferencias, ya que no tenemos un encuentro cara a cara en un salón de clases, para que puedan ustedes encontrarse conmigo en un espacio virtual. Goodbye.